Hey guys, so I've been playing Monopoly for a month and a half now, and my net worth, or what I call my level, is already at 6,000. And I was able to finish the album just in time before it ended. I'm a free-to-play player, so I haven't spent on this game yet. So I'm gonna show you how I play and what I know about the game. Something I do to spend my rolls wisely is by calculating or guessing if I'm about to land on the train or not. Because if I'm about to land a train, I put in the maximum, and if it's obviously gonna miss, or if you can tell it's gonna miss, then you just put it at 1. Like, see how in the video how I'm switching 100 multiplier and 1? That's what I do. And you can kind of tell by checking if the place you wanted to land, which is probably the train, is in between the numbers 2 and 12, because the chances of it landing in the chances of you getting the rolls 2 and 12, the highest and the lowest, is unlikely, or it's a lesser chance of that happening. So if it's in the middle, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if the train's at that spot, then you should make it at 100 rolls. But if it's too close or too far, then you can just put the multiplier at 1. Now let's talk about building landmarks. When you build landmarks and you don't finish the map, people could attack you while, like, maybe let's say if you're offline, and when you come back you're gonna have to build those again and spend more money. So what you want to do is finish the landmarks and finish the whole map, and when you go to the next map, you just don't build, because if you don't build, they can't attack you. So just build when you have enough money to finish a map, and don't when you don't have enough money. Now let's talk about the events and tournaments. So the one on top, the one that's like that lasts for 2 days, that I call that an event, and the one on the right is the tournament, when where you're against other people and there's a leaderboard for prizes. That's what I call the tournament. So let's talk about the event first. I noticed that there are 3 types of events for now, I guess. One event requires you to land on the 4 corners of the board, and the chances of that are very low. It's very hard to land at the corners, so it's just gonna waste all your rolls. So I really don't recommend playing at all during this one event. So for the last 2 events, which are good to play, one requires you to land on these things that look like coins, and they're scattered around the board, so it's very easy for you to land on them. And for the last event, it requires you to land on the train, the question mark, and the community chest. And what I like about it is it requires you to land on the train, just like the tournament. So during this event, you're gonna get points in the event and the tournament. So it's like a 2-in-1. It's like a win-win, which is really good. Now let's talk about the bonuses that appear on the right side of your screen or below the tournament. These bonuses give you like 2 spins in Spin the Wheel, or 10 rolls per every landmark you finish upgrading. So many people think, including me, I used to think that saving money and waiting for these bonuses to appear was being smart. But in doing so, after saving a lot of money, the next morning I got robbed all of my savings. And I had like 500 million and in my level I could have finished 5 maps. So remember to not have a lot of money in your bank, and make sure you spend it all upgrading your landmarks before somebody takes it all away from you. Okay, so let's talk about the bank heist. There's the lowest price, which is the coins. The second is the bills or money, and the highest one is the rings. Something I noticed about the rings are there's actually a pattern to them. They're usually close together, or there's 2 that are together and the other one is on the complete opposite side. you guys should probably start remembering its patterns because they have a pattern, and memorizing where they usually appear. Because I got used to where they always appear, that when I get the first two rings, I already know where the last one is. I could maybe take some pictures of every pattern that's in the bank heist, but I'll add that into another video. And for shutdowns, when it comes to shutting down a landmark, you want to make sure that you attack someone without shield. Because if you attack someone with a shield, you only get half the amount of money you could have gotten and half the amount of points for the event and tournament. So to guarantee that they don't have shields anymore, all you have to do is check if someone's already attacked them. But when it comes to attacking randoms, which I don't recommend, what usually happens is it says that someone's already attacked them, but when you hit it, for some reason they still have a shield. So I don't know if they're just bots or real people that are trying to bait you into thinking they don't have shields anymore. So what you want to do is attack your friends, but if you don't want to do that, you could make an alt account just to keep attacking and fixing it and attacking it again, which is another way to guarantee that they don't have shields. Oh, and something I forgot to mention about the event is that you're not supposed to keep going and spending all of your rolls. What you're supposed to do is aim to reach a certain point in the event, which is the 1000 rolls reward or the 2001. Because the rewards past the 2000 rolls are just not worth how much rolls you need to spend to reach them. In short, they're scams because you have to spend so much and then you're just gonna gain pretty much nothing because the rewards are just trash. I also want you guys to remember that your goal is to spend less than what you're gonna gain. For example, minus the 2000 rolls. So I spent 1000 rolls and got back 2000, which means I gained 1000 rolls. And if you do that every event and every day, you're just gonna keep gaining, which is exactly what we want, to get more and more rolls. And that's pretty much all you need to know. So if you have any questions or suggestions for me, you can just comment down below. Bye!